This is where we're at. We've gone past the 72 hours now.
Jam from family, the Jam from family, yeah. Jam fam, come hang with me.
Hello there. We're coming on just to give you a bit of information about our experience since we've had Hurricane Beryl and the different hurdles and challenges that we've gone through in terms of the outages and food spoilage and the lack of technology and all of those things, and getting our devices charged and everything else. Just to give you an understanding of some of the things that from our experience. I'm pretty sure that there are other places, I'm confident that there are other areas that were more severely affected than our area, and some of them still haven't gotten their utilities back. For example, some of them are still going through the process of clear up and clean up. Even now, going out to the town, you can still see debris that they're clearing from the trees that's on the sides, on the sidewalk and things like that. And so we're conscious that these are things that's going to take a while. You know, I spoke to a friend of mine, two friends of mine actually, who are in St. Elizabeth, and I spoke to one earlier this morning, and they still haven't had electricity and trying to figure out how they're going to get food to sort out their family. And I've spoken to another friend of mine not that long ago, and again is also trying to figure out how to entertain the children with all of the different things that's going on, and not being able to know where to go for activities and things like that, because of areas that are still working on cleaning up and clearing up. And we know that this is a process and it's going to take some time, and it will take longer duration for us. We're just going to show some of the footage with some of the things that we experienced during the time and to now, which is today is exactly a week on. Today is Wednesday, so it's exactly a week on from us having the hurricane. So we're just going to show you some of the things that we experienced during that time on the footage that we're going to share now. Today is Friday. We have spent the greater part of Thursday playing video games, energy watching to see when our electric and our utilities are going to be restored. Our neighbor has a solar panel, so he's charged our devices for us, which was so very great of him to do. And a friend of mine came by just to check out to see any damages done and how he could support us with getting things back in order yesterday. We're still fighting off the flu, both of us, and so it's been a tough few days. We lost, of course, our internet from very early on Wednesday, and we haven't had any restoration of those things just yet, but we are hoping that before today end that we will at least have them. I'm just going to show you some of the things that a friend has brought us, some provisions just to keep us going through, and just show you the ackee tree behind us. You might be able to see it. And how much of it has disappeared in the hurricane, but we're all doing fine. Our building was fine. We just had some water coming in through the front because that's where the bulk of our wind was hitting, and the rain as well, which we've sorted. And so we're looking forward to things going back on track as we go through these next few hours of the day. A friend of mine brought me this lovely soursop, so I'm going to use it to make some juice later on, and some mangoes. I've eaten some, and so that's some that's left, and I'm going to help myself to two of them shortly, and some jelly, and I've had some of those already. Had one yesterday, one this morning, so doing fine, and I'm very grateful that we have networks of people who are able to check in on us and see that things are going fine, and good neighbors who see to it that things are going okay with us. How have things been in your area, and how is the recovery process going for you? Also, if you have relatives, if you're abroad and have relatives here, how did they fare the hurricane? And I just want to say well wishes to all those people who've had difficult times through the hurricane season, and our prayers are with you. The service companies are going around and trying to restore energy in different sections of the grid. So we're hoping that eventually they will get to our section. We could see from last night that over opposite to us on the other side of the hill, that the people over there have their energies restored. So we're just hoping that today ours will be restored as well. And I haven't made it out to town just because my body is still fighting off the flu, and I'm just not feeling the energy to go. So we'll have to wait and see after the weekend what it looks like out there in the town. But so far from the reports, there has been some devastation, and it's made worse in the fact that throughout the year at different points the trees aren't really trimmed back, and to make sure that the overgrowth is kept maintained and kept under control. So of course it becomes more vegetation then for the wind, but and falling objects as a result onto lines and things like that. But this is how it is because of the fact that the lines aren't underground here on the island as it is on several of the other islands. Maybe the people in Florida can relate to it to some extent, but we are looking forward to it being recovered soon, and then we can be back on track. The good thing is that people are well and lives are spared, and when we get restored, hopefully it will be soon. Hello madam, how are you doing?
Sick.
Okay, I can see. And you're doing quite well coping so far. So how are you doing with the after effect of Beryl?
Suffering.
So what was it like, your first hurricane
I
experience?
have absolutely no clue what on earth happened because I slept through the whole of it.
Okay, so how are you managing now with the fallout of the things that have happened as a result?
We have no electricity. So I've been watching the two movies I downloaded about 15 times. I did 2 word searches. I was building something with some modeling clay. And normally on Google, when you have the internet, a 9 dinosaur thing goes on the screen. And I beat my high score on it. And I got fed up, so I came in. And I also slept.
And we had some board games as well that we've been doing. So we're just trying to do everything to get over feeling bored. But you're running out of things now, aren't you? Well, what's the forecast? Huh?
I want to play more board games.
Okay, so
we didn't play. We only played one of them.
So hopefully, like you said, the neighbor said they are coming. He called and they said tomorrow they're coming to fix it.
Which is Saturday.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll be here, because I don't think we need to go beyond that without electricity.
The hurricane was here, which day? Wednesday?
And we
It's
lost,
Friday now.
yeah, we lost current electricity the evening just after we lost it after sunset
We literally
before
lost
8 o'clock.
Before I think
We lost the internet
the first
early.
the first raindrop fall, the internet's gone.
Yeah. So now, fortunately, we have Sabbath, and then we have a book set that we can go to next if we've had enough of playing games and word searches, and the no internet
I
game.
don't think I have the energy to be staring at the book page.
Oh, I understand. Well, we'll get back on track with our summer plan soon enough. All right. I'm going to let you get back to your word search. Or we can share the page.
No?
Yeah, and we both do.
I did this, and I signed it at the top. I didn't sign it properly, I just put my initials.
Okay. So we can share a page and do it together now.
Then I did one with biblical names.
Okay. So now which one we're going to do together?
I'm not sure. I'll just look through until I find an interest.
And are you okay for us to share the page? And who's going to win? Who's going to find the most?
Me.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it.
I finished this one. I finished this one in under 5 minutes, and it was hard.
Okay, well, let's bring it then. Let's find one, and we'll see who wins.
Okay.
A friend of mine brought us a lamp and kerosene oil. This is where we're at. We've gone past the 72 hours now, a little bit over that, and we are still without electricity, and network is intermittent, and it's out for the greater part, and I think part of that is probably because of the electricity. So we've had to be finding lots of different things. We've done our fair share of board games. And what we're doing now, madam?
We're doing a word search challenge. So my mom is blue and I'm purple. And we're trying to see who gets the most.
And we went to town today. So we went to town today, and in the hope to see what's happened, because we haven't been out since. And we heard the buzzing sound of backup generators working. We even see somebody set up a generator stand, charging people's mobile phones for them, which I thought was just a clever little hack. And so we're just all waiting for the restoration of electricity in our area, because from what I gather, this is new low even for JPS. And so I'm hoping that, the good will prevail soon enough, and we can have a restored electricity and or internet back. Until then, we'll find nice little clever hacks to entertain ourselves, like back in the time when homes were without electricity. Just have to figure out clever ways to fight boredom.
Caveman air. So this is our board. This is our word search. We're doing it about spice.
Oh, we had a friend who came over and helped us to charge our devices, because after we had to do our neighbor did it, our devices ran out again, and a friend came over and charged our devices. So this is our charging station that we had set up. So our devices are going. Hopefully we don't run out of this new supply of battery before we are restored onto the grid.
If you guys find any of these words, comment down below which one you saw.
So how is it going for you so far?
Torture.
Wow, this is new, isn't it? Because when we have tropical storm in the UK, we don't even miss electricity, not true?
I thought it would be like overnight thing, because I knew I would survive that because I was going to sleep after half of the hurricane.
But you can't believe it's going on this long. Me neither. And I think majority of the people can't believe it's gone on this long either, because they're used to it being restored before. Especially because we are close to a city centre.
I think it's Manchester. Or at least Desmond.
Well, the people over the other way have theirs back.
Because
so
I heard all of my Clarendon friends have their electricity back. And they're literally the neighbouring parish.
Yeah.
We literally are like one parish. Literally. And then...
But there are other areas in Manchester that have theirs.
Exactly.
So I can't...
Basically just Mandela.
Seems that way.
And I know people who live in Williamsville who have their electricity back.
But
I know people who live in Belfield who have electricity back.
Wow. And people in Spurtree, some people in Spurtree don't have theirs back yet. I don't know what's happening.
Elizabeth have it back?
I don't think so. There are people down there who don't have theirs back yet. It's a lot.
All of my friends from St. Elizabeth have theirs.
Okay. It's because I've gone onto the website to just check, and there are lots of places that don't have it.
I think Junction have theirs back, because most of them live in Junction.
Okay, then, maybe.
I'm not sure, maybe they're just like the one couple of people in Junction.
Maybe. Or maybe they have generators, and so they're back on, or they have solar panel. Which...
But the ones that live in Mandeville, I know don't have electricity back. Most
No.
of them are just surviving off data.
Mm-hmm.
One of my Satas with friends said that once the data's done, that's it. No more TikTok, no more status, no more YouTube.
Well, at least they're on network and probably have it a little bit more consistently. We keep dropping. But it's an experience
An experience I don't want to experience again.
equally. So we need to do better where that's concerned in the future.
Yeah. Next time we'll have a backup generator.
Mm-hmm.
That we can also make enough money off of.
Like other people are doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The clever little hack that they've picked up. But it's good to see that people are still in that spirit to figure out a way how to monetize even this experience.
That's true.
My father came to visit yesterday and just to check on us to see how we are, and he had electricity back from the Sunday night where he lives up in Christiana, but we didn't have it back until so we went out to town yesterday, which was Tuesday, and because we wanted to go and use the library and just make contact and get some charging done, and also the internet. And in the evening, after we came back home, and in the evening, one of our lights switch was left on inadvertently, and we saw light coming from it. Were you excited? I was so excited.
I know you were jumping up and down screaming.
I was dancing about. I was doing all sorts of celebration. I was so ecstatic. Oh my
You were more
goodness.
excited than because I just look up and then walk away.
I think at that point you had thought about time. But you're right. I probably showed my excitement a lot more than you did. But the thing though is
I wasn't excited. We just look up and walk away.
and the thing is, we were coming from town, you were saying that you're going home and light is going to be there, and I think you were fating it as you were coming.
No, I just knew light would be there. I had a feeling.
You just believed it. Somewhere in your spirit you knew that this is it now. Yeah? That's good. That's good. I think also that you handled it quite well, I believe, in terms of finding things to do to reduce the boredom that we were experiencing, and just finding ways to keep ourselves entertained with different activities, from the board games to word searches.
I'm still doing it.
To all the different things that we were doing, and when you had the little moments of intermittent network, I think you handled it quite well, which shows that you can survive for a long period without necessarily having network and gadgets.
And I slept through most of the boredom. Like for example, when you were still sick, and you went to sleep, and I went to my room and just go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nothing to do. Let me just sleep.
Yeah, and I know we can't make up the time for sleep lost, but I do think we managed to get some sleep in that time, which our body needed as well. But now it's just to finalize all of our things that we need to do and go out and do our shopping now that we have electricity, and get ourselves sorted. Yeah. Those people who are still in the path of Hurricane Beryl as it continues to reap havoc and cause devastation, you are in our prayers, and we're thinking about you, and we pray that you will get to the other side of this whole hurricane safely. Just want to say thank you, and
Bye for now.
we'll see you in the next one.